VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Good morning and welcome to the VIP Golf Show presented by Arden Roof Systems here at Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt. I'm the general manager and executive golf professional at the Ranch Golf and Country Club and host of the VIP Golf Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk, along with co-host Curtis Stock. We appreciate you tuning in each and every week to the show. If you want to be part of it, you can text into the show at any time at 780-218-9999. We'd love to hear from you. Been so excited for this show for a long time. An all-female lineup, rock stars in the golf industry, starting with our first guest in a few minutes, Judy Forshner. She's the director of golf at the Glencoe Golf and Country Club, one of the most prestigious private clubs in Alberta. Our second guest, Tiffany Gordon. She's currently the vice president of the PGA of Canada. Next year will be the first ever female president of the PGA of Canada. Gina Nelson from the Highlands Golf Club in town joins us in segment 3. I wrote the wrong number. Meg Polson. Meg Polson is the owner of Glacier Greens Golf Course just west of the city. And our final guest of the day is Kim Carrington. She's been a superstar sales rep in the industry for 30 plus years. As always at 9:40, there will be a trivia contest where one lucky listener will win a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. And this week's question of the week that we'll ask all of our guests, and you can chime in at any time as well. What would your dream foursome be? Anyone living or dead? So you and 3 others, who would you want to play with? Text into 780-218-9999 and let us know. And this segment is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Join us this summer by hosting your next corporate event in one of our exclusive suites or our new 6-person loge table area located in the Upper Bowl. Limited availability remains for all Elks home games. Visit goelks.com/tickets to book your private suite or loge today. And how's your week, Stalker?
Good. Got in a few games of golf, and it's raining a bit today right now, but it's tapering off, and it's supposed to be a real nice week.
About time.
We were sitting and count the number of nice days we've had on one hand.
I know. It's not been the best summer ever. I know we're about to talk to Judy in Calgary. When I was at the Challenge Cup last week, they were talking about how much rain they had last year. All the golf courses were closed and flooded and whatnot. So it's just not been the best summer in Alberta. But what do you do? Nothing we can do about that. Well, we're going to welcome Judy Forshner now to the show. Judy is the director of golf, Glencoe Golf and Country Club in Calgary. Good morning, Judy. How are you doing today?
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm doing well. And unfortunately, I have to report we've had the same kind of summer down here in Calgary. Enough rain already. It just keeps coming, and it's pouring here this morning. So hopefully we're in for a change.
Well, have you guys been closed a bunch because of the rain? Has been that much that you've had to just shut the courses down for a little bit?
Yeah, we've had that, or, blue flag only carts, or, we've had a little bit of every situation, but definitely some closures, which, is unfortunate.
Okay. Well, Judy, you had a very, very successful amateur golf career before turning professional. Can you share some of the highlights or memorable moments from your time competing as an amateur?
Yeah, and the one common thread you're probably going to hear is that the highlights for me always with the golf has been friends and family. And to this day, some of my best friends are people I met through the golf. Highlights, though, I guess, winning the Alberta Provincials, and it was at Pinebrook and family there. That was great, mostly because family there, and I was thrilled to do that. And then was a member of Team Canada, and as you played the amateur golf, you got to travel across the country, and that was always fabulous. The people you met, the different cities, different places. And then with Team Canada, I was able to go to Australia and hold the koala bear and see the kangaroos and the amazing golf culture over there. Then off to Great Britain, and my dad came from Ireland, and when I played with him as a kid at Canyon Meadows, I used to say, "Dad, your ball's in the rough," and he said, "There is no rough in North America." I didn't get it until I played in Great Britain, and I'll tell you, it was long and tough. And then off to Venezuela, and again, so there you see a whole different culture. So those are the things that I felt, really fortunate to have experienced.
Judy, what first inspired you to pursue golf at a high level, and who were some of your early influences or mentors in the game?
Yeah, I go back to my dad when I was a kid, 8 years old. he loved golf. He'd play Wednesday and a day on the weekend, Wednesday afternoon. So, and I became his caddy, and probably a very ineffective one, but I would walk around with him on, and I would push the pull cart. And that kind of gave me a little bit of a bug. And then the real game changer for me was when Don Price, and I know you'll know him by reputation, multi-time Canadian Golf Pro of the Year. He's in the Hall of Fame with the PGA of Alberta. Just an incredible gentleman. And he came to Canyon Meadows, and this is back in the 1970s, and he had all these girls out playing, which was a real rarity. And he was just so enthusiastic about the game and got us all hooked on the game. So, and then of course you play in the City Junior Girls 9 holes. And again, you meet new people. So that's just fun. You win a pair of green socks and you think, okay, for 5th place. And you kind of get a little bit of a bug there. But then, you meet all these people. They all went on to play a higher level golf. So then you move on to provincials and then fortunately nationals. And that's kind of what spurred me on. And some of the people along the way, Canyon Meadows, I honestly felt like they just embraced us. I felt like I had 20 moms, all these ladies that took you under the wing, the Diane Williams, the Shirley Bacon. And then you start competing and you get a Marilyn O'Connor. And Marilyn, I first met at Silver Springs. And she had come to play provincials. And I remember a group of us girls, about 13, gathering around us. And she stood in that parking lot and talked to us about how she got better and what she did. And then she moved to Alberta. And I fortunately had the opportunity to play with Marilyn a lot. And she always took the time to say, if you did this or that. And just an amazing experience. So, and again, the Don Price factor. Was amazing. My instructor always, and a very, very good instructor, and just made the club a great place to be.
You attended Lamar University on a golf scholarship and later at the University of Calgary. How did your experiences as a student athlete shape your approach to both golf and life?
I think both teach you the same thing. One, there's people involved with both. And two, they're both very similar. You kind of learn you got to give it 110% to do well. You've got to be consistent with your practicing and your assignments. And, you have to study hard or practice hard to achieve any success. And both are very people-oriented. So I loved going to Lamar University and learning the Texas way, such a different culture, eating cornbread and okra and all these things you've never experienced before. A lot of expressions. Back then, they thought we were crazy that we plug in our cars because, of course, electric car was nowhere on the radar. And didn't know what a toque was. All the different, and I didn't know a lot of the Texas expressions. So it was a fun experience. It was great.
After amateur days, what motivated you to become a club professional, and what were some of the biggest challenges you faced in making that transition?
Interesting. So when I played for Team Canada, Jack McLaughlin was the national team coach, and he said, come, I was teaching school at the time, and he said, come work for me at Shaughnessy, which I did. And I'd worked for Donnie the summer before, just because I was teaching school. So July and August, I went and worked for Donnie, and I remember the summer ending, and I loved teaching school, but I was just sick, heart sick to leave the golf course. Anyway, Jack talked to me that with the competition that winter, and I did go work at Shaughnessy, and Don said, well, come on back and we'll create a position for you. And I did. And I just think I truly found my passion. So that's how I ended up in pursuing the golf business. Challenges, I've got to be honest with you, not many. Yet I loved every day at the club. I still do. Members are amazing. Teaching kids, so the teacher in me still got to teach and work with kids and adults. So it was an easy transition. Don and the team were so supportive. So again, I just still love every day, and I think I did from day one.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Judy Forshner, Director of Golf at the Glencoe Golf and Country Club in Calgary. Now, Judy, your dedication to the profession has been recognized with awards such as the Murray Tucker Club Professional of the Year Award in Alberta. What does that type of recognition mean to you, and what do you think sets a great club professional apart?
You know what? A great team. And what does it mean to me? Really, the joy in that was being able to share it with the team, because it really is a team award. You're only as good as your team. And I think what sets your team apart is dedication. I want to make it bigger. I want to make everything I do better. I want to make every member experience wonderful. I want to greet every member, make them feel like they're at home. I just think that it's really that passion where you really, really want to make the club a very, very special place for your members. Run the best programs you can, make everything run as well as it can, hassle-free for the member. They enjoy coming out. And then I love the word wow. I like to do things where they go, wow, can you believe they did that for me? Whatever that is, all those special things, acknowledging a birthday, having their clubs delivered to another club because they forgot to pick them up. Don't worry, we'll have them delivered over there for you. So many things you can do. They've ordered a wedge. It comes in while they're on the golf course. We'll drive it out to them, even if they are in the fourth hole. And again, I think the biggest part of it is acknowledging your members, really, truly caring about them. Really finding out about their day and their life. And they love to come in the pro shop and chat. And we love them doing that and acknowledging that.
Well, you talk about wow factors. There's been some wow factors in what you've done with developing junior golf programs and fostering golf operations at the Glencoe. What are you most passionate about when it comes to growing the game?
For me, I think it's from my own personal experiences. I know what golf brings into your life. So anytime, be it woman, man, child, when they come in and they want to get into golf, you've got to do it in a way that you're as enthusiastic about it as you can be. Do everything you can to make them enjoy the game. And for those kids, you've got the toys, you've got the games, you've got everything you can do to make it a great experience in the club. And a lot of that is just super greeting them when they come in and asking them how they're doing. I took a golf camp date myself 30 years ago from Henry Brunton, and he started that whole role of building strong Canadian players. And we used to, with our juniors, do a lot of technique. Well, you know what he did? He said he was at one of the clubs down in Toronto, and he said, part of our lessons, we bring them down to look at the swans. And it kind of took me aback. I mean, what do you mean? And he said, you know what? As long as the kids leave the golf course saying, I had fun, it's a win. And so I think we changed a lot of what we do there. We just brought in a lot more fun factor.
Looking back on your journey, are there any pivotal moments or decisions that were especially important in getting you to where you are today?
Yeah, I really the pivotal thing was when I was asked to leave teaching and go into the golf business.
Right.
And then, of course, the decision to leave Shaughnessy in Vancouver and come back to Calgary, and just really found my passion, a place I love to work. And I know all golf operations, any chance to work in the golf industry to me is just a huge win and a huge privilege. It's an amazing business.
Yeah, it really is. As you look ahead, what goals or dreams do you still have, either for yourself as a professional or for the Glencoe Golf and Country Club community?
We're doing a renovation over the next 2 years. We're modifying our meadows. So making sure the transition for the members, making the right decisions going into it, that they still have golf course access. I think the biggest vision I have is building your teammates, your assistant and associate professionals to be as strong as they can be, set them up so that when they apply for positions or move up here, that they're prepared for that. And again, just continue to make the club the best place you can make it, to try to exude passion for the game, provide lesson programs and playing programs where members feel they're enjoying it so much, they're loving the game, and again, building those relationships with them so that they love coming to the club. And again, what it brings into their lives, they're going to make friends. We know people that were hesitant to join, and now they have a place in Palm Springs and play all winter, and it's become a huge part of their life. So that's the biggest thing I like to see, is people getting into the game and loving it. So
Judy, as we're about to wrap up with you, this is our first ever show doing all female guests, and you were a pioneer in leadership in getting women into the game, and a big factor behind a lot of women's decision to get into the game. So maybe just share a little bit about that, and how important it is to you to be such a leader for women in the game of golf.
It's interesting. I think that I think a good golf professional is a good golf professional, male or female. I do feel females have an advantage. I think clubs like to have a female at their club. I think the members like to have a female at their club. And it gives you that different take on things, be it, what do women like to see? A men's member guest is extremely different than a ladies member guest. And I think when you've got a female pro and females on your staff, they can relate more to those type of angles. And again, I think females, when you chat in the golf shop, you can sometimes relate a little bit more one-on-one to their position and what they like to see. You can relate to their emotions when they're intimidated to go out and play with anybody, so they just play with their husband. And the big thing there is, I think, like this new Ops 36 program and getting them bonding with other females. And, if I had $1 for every time I've heard, I'm not good enough, I can't play with somebody else. And you're like, I'm here. I've heard this for the 100th time this year. If we can get them all together. So a newbie program where, hey, ladies, sign up. You're all in exactly the same boat. And so, again, they make the friendships. They go out on the course. They can see they're not alone. And, then it's exciting to see them get into the game and just progress.
One last quick one for you. Our question of the week on the show is, who would your dream foursome be to play with? You and 3 people. They can be a living or dead.
Okay, I'm going to cheat a little here because I am going to make it a 5-some. Okay. What happened, I've got a son that grew up playing. My daughter played a little bit. Anyway, my dad, absolutely. Then it would be my son, Steve, and then Don Price, who, of course, is just absolutely my big mentor, and I owe him so much. And then my daughter's Katie's taken it up the past couple of years and playing a little bit, so I'd have to put her in there as well. We'd have to switch players, the back 9. I drop off and caddy for the kids.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Judy, and congratulations on a fabulous career so far, and best of luck moving forward.
Well, listen, thank you so much for the privilege of being on the show, and best of luck to both of you moving forward.
Thanks, Judy.
Yeah, take care, Judy. That was Judy Forshner. Judy Forshner, Director of Golf at the Glencoe Golf and Country Club in Calgary. On the other side of the break, Tiffany Gordon, who's about to become the first female president of the PGA of Canada. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service. From tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club. A laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, your golf game stays hot indoors. With the $50 Golf Summer Pass from Country Club Tour, enjoy free indoor golf all summer long at the CCT Indoor Golf Center, right in downtown Edmonton. Tee off on over 90 world-class courses with 28 cutting-edge Unicore simulators, rain or shine. or just fine-tune your game on the virtual driving range. Offer valid till June 30th, and you can play from May 1st to September 30th. Your best golf season starts indoors. Visit countryclubtour.com to grab your pass today.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Adizero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More Sunset 9s, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Adizero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Adizero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
Get fit with TaylorMade Golf's ultimate custom club fitting experience. The TaylorMade Performance Lab in Woodbridge unites golfers with a personalized fitting session and tailor-made equipment to optimize your game. Highly trained master fitters take an in-depth look at the golf swing utilizing industry-leading technology. Book your fitting experience now to cover all your custom needs from driver to putter. Free gift with booking. Get fit. Optimize your game at the TaylorMade Performance Lab. Visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the Colonial Golf Club. Known for the best putting surfaces in the Edmonton area, we offer a private club experience at public course value. Book your tee time today at colonial.ca. And a couple of quick texts to get to. Someone has chimed in and says their dream foursome is Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Phil Mickelson. Every hole we'd be playing for $1 million.
You want to know something? That was one of my two foursomes.
No
if there's some gambling going on, I want those three guys with me.
Well, but if you're playing Phil, you're going to get your butt kicked. Although he's got to give you strokes.
Yeah, he's got to give me, or whoever I'm paired with, we're going to have his chance.
Well, that's fair. One more text.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is funny. Happy Sunday, gentlemen. Well, you both had Scotty last week for the Open Championship win, so you still remain tied. This week has a lot of possibilities. Who's winning the 3M Championship today, and who you got, Stalker?
Chris Gotterup, the latest hot guy and sensational, won the Genesis, third in the Open Championship. He hits the ball a long, long ways.
But you hadn't heard of him 3 weeks ago, Stalker.
No, I had not.
And now you're picking him, yeah? No, I hadn't heard of him either.
No.
But here we go. And I'm going to take Jake Knapp, former Canadian Tour star, now having himself a heck of a year on the PGA Tour. So it's great to see elevation of how Knapp has progressed from being one of the top players up here in Canada to now, I think he's 45th or something like that on the world rankings right now. So awfully good player. And we do have Tiff with us, don't we? Yeah, awesome. Okay, we're now going to welcome Tiffany Gordon, current vice president and about to be president of the PGA of Canada. How you doing this morning, Tiff?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great.
Yeah, hard to complain. I hear it's raining down there again. Or still.
Yes, I would go with still.
Still, yeah. One of those summers, no doubt. Well, Tiff, you've had an absolutely remarkable journey in the golf industry. Can you share how you first got started in the business and what inspired your passion for the game that is absolutely never ending?
Yeah, no, and thank you very much for that opening question. I've been very lucky. I mean, my dad was a club manager when I was playing amateur golf and came up through the ranks, and I had the privilege of Kim Wilkowicz was actually our head golf professional at Highwood. So that's where my inspiration and my time kind of started right there. Be quite frank, I just, I had a great amateur run and then just decided that that's kind of the path I was going to take. So there I went.
What were some of the pivotal moments or challenges early in your career that shaped your path and helped you grow as a leader in the golf world?
I think pivotal for me was my when I first became an assistant golf pro. I was at Cottonwood Golf Club, and I really got encouraged by the PGA of Alberta and the board. I mean, Clive Grant, I still hunt him down sometimes for getting me involved. But Clive said, you know what, the best way to be a leader in this industry is to get involved, and so I did, and I got on the board, and it just kind of went from there. I've had great mentors in my life. I've had great opportunities, and I'm pretty lucky.
You worked at several notable clubs, and now you're at Carnmany Golf Club in Calgary. What are some of the most rewarding experiences at Carnmany?
Carnmany for me has been a game changer. I'm just so lucky to be involved with such a great culture and a great vision and great leadership. We've got just you look at our statistics on the golf professionals that are there, and I don't even want to tell you how many years we've all been involved in the PGA, but we just kind of all beat to the same drum, and the membership is super supportive, and it's offered me an opportunity to just really be involved to build a culture and to create a vision, and to the support I have with the PGA and what they do for me is fantastic, and that's really where I start to thrive now. I've been in this industry a long time. I get the opportunity to teach. I get the opportunity to work with a great with a great team, and the rest kind of goes from there. So support, culture, and team is kind of what it's all about for me right now.
As the current vice president and soon to be first female president of the PGA of Canada, what does this milestone mean to you personally and professionally?
It's interesting, and I always appreciate the question. I got involved with the PGA to support our golf professionals, to build our brand, to build our team, to make sure that we're on the leading edge of golf and the industry. I'm very, very fortunate and very honored to be the first female and to be our first female president. But more importantly, what it's done for the growth of the game and for the growth of women in golf. For me, I think that our golf professionals are a priority. I know that leading our industry when it comes to women and getting more women playing the game, involved in the game, and teaching the game, and to see more women thrive in our industry as far as general managers, superintendents, head professionals, head teaching professionals. I just can't be more proud of where we are as an association right now and where we're going to go. So it's exciting times. I'm very honored, and I feel very lucky and very blessed to be a part of it, and we go from there.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Tiffany Gordon, current vice president and about to be president of the PGA of Canada. Now, Tiff, how excited I've been about this show for quite some time to feature 5 very powerful women in the golf industry from very different aspects of the industry as well. And from your perspective, how have you seen the role of women evolve during your career in the golf industry, and what changes are you most proud of to have witnessed and contributed to in that time?
I think for me, Murray, I think most importantly is to see how many more female golf professionals we're getting into the industry. They're finding a opportunity. We're showing more depth and more availability for different aspects of the business. It's not just about playing. It's not just about teaching. It's about all of it. And I think that looking back at everything that we've kind of done and how we've kind of expanded our role in the industry, I'm excited about where we're going and what we're doing. And I'm really, really excited to see the great leaders that we have that are females in our industry right now. And quite honestly, I get an opportunity to speak with all of them, to see the players that we have that are developing and how that's turning into just a great presence as an association, to be quite honest.
It's about time we got a woman professional at the top of the PGA of Canada. It's been too long.
Well, thank you for that. I think that, it's I have a great group that I work with there, and they're super supportive. I can't tell you, I didn't think that after, I don't even want to date myself, but I'm over 35 years in this industry. I continue to learn more all the time right now with the PGA, so it's pretty exciting times.
What are some of the biggest challenges facing golf professionals and clubs today, and how do you see the PGA of Canada addressing those issues under your leadership?
I think it's under all our leadership. I think the biggest thing right now is we're working really hard on our association as a whole, how we support the golf professionals, employment, maintaining employment, getting them into those, you talk about those different roles in the industry. Nowadays our specializations and our pathways and segues into this industry are so broad. And we want to continue to move that needle. I think the other thing that we're really working hard on is working as an association as a whole. Every zone, every province has their own needs, wants, desires, and how we support the golf professionals. We're over 4,000 golf professionals now in Canada, and that's pretty exciting. And I think that employment, ensuring that they have pathways to specializations and education is critical. And we need to be growing the game one little step at a time. I've worked a lot with a lot of our amateur players and giving them opportunities, because there are some great players, some great mentors, some great future golf professionals that we want to show them what the PGA can offer them and how we can kind of really help them along the way. So when I'm done, and I won't ever probably be done, but I want to ensure that we have that type of a process for our future, because every golf course needs more golf professionals leading the charge and promoting the game, and I think that's the most important part right now.
You talk about mentorship. Who have been your most important mentors?
Yeah, it's interesting. Murray typed that. He sent me that note. I've been very fortunate. Jim Jemson was a huge mentor to me. Yeah, he taught me so much, and I'm very thankful to everything that he did for me. Mike Loftus has been a huge mentor to me as well, and that dates myself a little bit. But more importantly, it's guiding principles. The PGA, the team that I work with the PGA. I mean, Kevin Thistle's been a huge kind of support for me and a bit of a cheerleader. But if I was to name the two there, it'd be Mike and Jim for sure. I think of them often, and Mike and I still have a coffee from time to time, and I miss Jim daily. So
yeah, Jim, when I used to go to the University of Calgary, I'd go down to the Willow Park Golf Course before anybody else got there, wait for the guy to come and open the gates, and Jimmy would let me play every day of the week for nothing.
Yeah, it was, you talk about and history and stuff like that. And I still do remember the one line, and I know you had Judy on, but Don Price too was, he said the best way to be a great golf professional is you turn the lights on in the morning and turn them off at night. And I do remember that conversation too. But Jimmy was a huge reach. When I was first offered the opportunity to be a head professional in '97, The first phone call I made was to my mom and dad, of course, but my second phone call was to Jim Jemson, because I said, I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know how to do it. And he said, be in my office in half an hour. And I sat in there, and he just basically encouraged me to be the best that I could be. So, and I still have his letters are framed on my wall here. And anyways, I miss him dearly, but I tell you what, every day I know that I'm trying to be a better golf professional because of Jim.
Looking forward, Tiff, what are your goals and vision for the PGA of Canada as you step into this historic leadership role?
Well, we're just going to keep the foot on the gas. I think that, we've come a long ways. I've had the opportunity to learn a lot over the years. As an association, again, just leadership, being front and center, ensuring that our golf professionals are educated, that they have access to information, that they have access to support, whether it's employment, education, whether it's HR, whether it's whatever we need to be hands-on and be right there for them. And it's a growing industry. I mean, golf is growing, we all know that, but opportunities too. It's like I said, we're not just golf professionals anymore. We're leaders, mentors, we're cheerleaders. We want to be front and center and promote this game and make sure that we're there for all our golf professionals, whether they want to play, whether they want to teach, whether they want to manage, whether they want to be owners. I just think that the more that we are out there in our relationships with all our other associations, whether it's support that we get with Golf Canada, the support we get with PGA of America, and all our partners in the world, we're just learning every day and making this a better place for golf professionals in this country.
One last quick one for you, Tiff. Our question of the week on the show is, who would your dream foursome be? You and three others. They can be living or passed away.
Oh, wow. My dream foursome. I would go Jim Jemson, Mike Loftus, and Clive Grant.
Oh, good picks. All right. Well, thanks so much for your time, Tiff. And greatly appreciate all you're doing for our industry now, in the future, and over the last, how many years did you say? 35 years? Yeah.
Thanks, Murray. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Awesome. So thanks so much for your time, Tiff. Appreciate it.
You bet. Have a good day.
Yeah, you as well. That was Tiffany Gordon, about to be the president of the PGA of Canada. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat with Gina Nelson, associate professional at the Highlands Golf Club here in town. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
It's back. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for two to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again. Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't have to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today. Available on Amazon. Now you know.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Wake up with the Nielsen Show with Dustin Nielsen and Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9 on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the PGA of Alberta. Looking to shed strokes this summer? The PGA of Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. From equipment and technology to technique, they're your most trusted resource for getting more out of the game you love. Visit pgaofalberta.com and get to know your local pro today. A quick text to get to. Hey guys, I know you're not live golf fans, but I would love to see a PGA Live Ryder Cup style tournament. What are your thoughts? What do you got on that one, Stalker?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not, as you said, I'm not a live fan, so I wouldn't bother with it.
Well, if you had 12 guys aside, like in the current Ryder Cup, it would be an absolutely annihilation.
Probably,
If you did top 5 on 5, okay, maybe it might be pretty close, but I don't think it'll ever happen.
No.
Now it's time for the Century Mile Minute. Catch live thoroughbred and quarter horse racing action every Friday and Saturday, plus enjoy exciting slots, electronic table games, vibrant dining, and more. Visit Century Mile is the entertainment destination located next to the Edmonton International Airport. For more information, visit centurymile.com. And what do you got for us this week, Mr. Stock?
Well, at least we had a winner yesterday, Friday night, Sir Bregovic.
One.
But he only went off at 2-1, which surprised me. I guess maybe everyone took my tip to their wallets. I'm not sure, but
well, they should be.
They should be, yeah. But I thought he'd be a big price, but he wasn't. Anyway, this week's horse to watch is Chase the Sun. In his last start, he was bumped around, checked, and wide. Other than that, he had a perfect trip. And he came into his last race with a list of more excuses. He was bumped again in his previous start, bumped again in 4 wide 3 starts ago, and steadied in his 2025 debut. That's 4 races in a row with troubles. It has to end sometime. Chase the Sun.
All right. Well, we'll see if you can get a winner out of that one. And we're going to get back to golf now and welcome Gina Nelson, associate professional from the Highlands Golf Club here in the city, to the show. Good morning, Gina. How you doing today?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, doing great. Now, Gina, can you share how you first got into golf and what inspired you to pursue a career in this business?
Absolutely. It was definitely my parents. First, when I was very little, they'd strap me in the car seat, kind of put me on the golf cart, and away we went. And so as I kind of got older, it became a weekend family activity for sure. And then I played a lot of sports growing up. So kind of to start, it was just, like I said, a weekend activity, and that was kind of it. And then got into competitive golf, played Team Alberta, played a lot in my junior career. And so just kind of kept going with that, went down to the States on a golf scholarship, and then ended up deciding that it was something I wanted to continue to pursue.
Before I ask a question, congratulations on your great showing in the recent PGA Women's Championship of Canada. You made the cut and finished 28th overall. The event was at the Burlington Golf and Country Club with over 60 of the country's best female golfers, and you shot fantastic rounds of 77, 71, and 73. So congratulations there.
Thank you very much.
You grew up playing junior golf across Alberta and even made Team Alberta. What impact did those experiences have in your development as a player and a professional?
Definitely a lot. I got to travel to a lot of cool places with those junior golf experiences, meet a lot of different girls. So it played a huge part into kind of the comfortable feeling that I have in a tournament aspect, just with playing so much. And it's just been something that I've been able to share with coaching students as well, kind of my background, to get them just as comfortable in that atmosphere, and hopefully continue kind of getting them loving the game kind of for years to come.
After earning your education degree, what made you decide to shift gears and focus fully on a career in golf?
It was a big switch. It was actually during the time kind of COVID, so there was a lot of uncertain things. And I was subbing in and out of a lot of different schools. So usually with a subbing contract, you don't get to just pick one school and stay in that one classroom all the time. And so knowing I'd have to jump around a lot, it was something that I kind of was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And I'd been working at the golf course for, I think, every summer that I was down in university when I came home. And so I just kind of went back to doing that. And that year just kind of led to one of my colleagues kind of saying, well, do you want to go for your pro card? I was like, not really, didn't know a whole lot about it. Looked into it, ended up playing my PAT at Lacombe, and obviously good things happened, and kind of here we are. So it's just definitely grown in a way that I didn't expect it to, which has been, I think, the best kind of adventure so far.
Gina, after you've achieved significant success, including multiple Alberta Ladies Championships and earning your pro card, as you mentioned, in 2020, which accomplishments are you most proud of?
I think if you'd asked me this last year, I would have said for sure just the ladies championships. But kind of as you mentioned with the showing at the PGA of Canada Women's Championship on that national stage, that's definitely one that I'm very proud of. I think overall was third at a PGA of Canada professionals and 7th overall for professionals. So that was a really big stepping stone for me, just to be able to kind of have that showing on the national stage. So it was definitely something to be really proud of.
Yeah, for sure.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Gina Nelson, associate professional at the Highlands Golf Club here in Edmonton. Gina, what were some of your biggest lessons or challenges you faced as you transitioned from an amateur player to professional, and especially in your time at the McGrath Golf Club as one of the very few female head professionals in Alberta?
From player to professional, I think I know there's the joke that a lot of people say for the CPGA can't play golf anymore because you're so busy doing kind of everything else and you're not always able to just golf yourself. So I think my biggest kind of push was making sure that I gave the experience to both members and guests as much as possible. So that kind of took away from me playing personally for my first year down there anyway, and then kind of started to get a little more of the balance and started to continue on to see kind of what I wanted to play in other than just the ladies championship. So was able to play in a couple more events, kind of get more of my footing kind of in the industry. Obviously being a female in any part of golf is hard. Whether you're a head pro, you're an associate, there's just always that stereotype of girls aren't as good as guys in some instance. And so it's definitely a hurdle that I think every female in the industry and just in golf is kind of still working on trying to get across and get over. But I don't think that's something that's always going to go away. So just the transition I found fairly easy, other than just I didn't get to golf very much because I had been in the golf industry and around golf for most of my junior career. So knew kind of the ins and outs of tournaments, kind of the day-to-day operations, and wasn't really unfamiliar with all of those things.
What are some of the biggest lessons or challenges you've faced as you transitioned from player to professional, especially in your time at McGrath?
Tucker, that was the last question.
Yeah, how was your role evolved since joining Highlands Golf Club, and what excites you the most about your current position?
So at Highlands, my biggest kind of role is with our women's programming. And so my kind of goal has been, since I've started, to continue to grow that and the opportunities that we can kind of provide for them. So we do a ladies mystery golf trip every year since I've started. That was kind of one thing that I brought back. And so we've gone to a couple really cool places. We've gone to Trestle Creek, Pinoca, Lacombe, and just kind of travel kind of wherever for the day. They golf, we have a really good meal. And this year we added in kind of a mystery guest. So that took a lot of fun into it. And so giving them the best opportunity experience, whether it's with our ladies member guests, which we have a little bit smaller one compared to a couple other courses in the city, but still giving them a really fun day and expanding kind of our membership, our ladies leagues, the best that we can to try and continue them in the game, no matter what their handicap is or skill level or kind of experience.
What's been your favorite mystery golf tour experience? What course did you like the best?
That's a tough one. We've only done a couple. I would say the best kind of overall experience was probably this year. We just actually got back on Friday. So we went to Lacombe. Weather held out for us. It was really good. And we have a large group of ladies who are a lot of fun to be around. And so we had a karaoke machine on the bus. And so they're spending a lot of time up and down the bus dancing. Yeah. And it's a really good environment, more so than obviously the golf that plays a big part of it. But it's always a really good time with all of them.
Looking ahead, what are your goals for your career and for growing the game of golf, especially for women in Alberta?
My personal goals, obviously continue playing in ladies championships and hopefully showing well. Same with the PGA of Canada women's championships. As for kind of growing the game, this past year, Elizabeth Stewart, who is a pro at the Black Hawk, and I have put together a golf gal event. And so we do 1 week where you get a 1 hour lesson. Kind of we go through short game, long game, and then the following week we do a ladies scramble out at Rundle Park. And so we had 60 ladies our first year, and we had over 120 this last year. So it's grown exponentially, which has been awesome. So continuing to grow that in the Edmonton area for sure, as well as I participated in the Upswing Alberta Golf event that they held at Sundre, which was a female only thing. So got to do a little bit of a clinic there and kind of get ladies more excited about golf and to kind of continue, same as I mentioned, doesn't matter the skill level, the experience, just getting them out, getting them interested in golf. As we all know, it's a very lifelong kind of game that we're able to play.
What a lot of people or listeners like to hear what kind of tips you have. Is there a tip that's generic for both men and women?
Absolutely. I would say balance is the biggest piece of it. I see a lot of students anyway coming in, and there's a lot of extra movement. So whether it's sliding back and forth, whether it's kind of their head kind of goes up and down, any extra movement changes where that club is going to make impact on the ball. So my biggest tip is always keeping kind of the weight more on the inside of your feet to allow you to have the stability to turn and rotate instead of trying to slide back and forth and hoping to connect with the ball at the exact same spot every time.
Gina, who have been some of your biggest mentors or supporters over the years, and how has that influenced both you in the game, playing the game, and in business?
I would say when I first started the industry, I was down in Lethbridge, and so I was working with Josh Walker, who's now at Evergreen Golf Center, and he showed me a lot of club repair, anything from day-to-day operations, tournaments, kind of everything. So I was with him for 4 or 5 seasons, I believe. And so he was a really big kind of start to that impact, and seeing how he still enjoyed the game and was a great player, kind of still pushed me to keep going. The other person would have been probably my university golf coach, actually, who was a big player himself, played in a lot of different events, and had a lot of accolades to himself. And so he continued to kind of be there to support me even when I was out of university, to kind of keep pushing and keep playing, and knew kind of where my abilities were at. And so both of them were really kind of the key additions to keep pushing me to keep going.
One last one for you, Gina. Our question of the week on the show is, who is your dream foursome? You and 3 people. They can be alive or have passed away.
Okay. I would say probably Rory McIlroy, Nelly Korda, and Arnold Palmer.
Good choices there too. All right. Well, thanks so much for your time. Have yourself a great Sunday.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
All right. That was Gina Nelson, Associate Professional at the Highlands Golf Club. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat with Meg Polson. She owns the Glacier Greens Golf Club just west of the city. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 7 premier 18-hole courses plus indoor facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Goose Hummock, Redtail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Raven Crest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most out of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From Tour Pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26th at Millwoods Golf Course. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Millwoods Golf Course. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26th at Millwoods Golf Course. Don't miss out on the fun. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at VIPgolf.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt here, along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com. And we are now joined by Meg Polson, owner of the Glacier Greens Golf Club just west of the city. Good morning, Meg. How you doing today?
Good morning. I'm great. Thanks. How are you?
Oh, no complaints at this moment. Are you working today?
Well, so we opened up a brand new wedding venue, and we had our first wedding last night. And it was a late one for all my staff.
Today.
But my staff didn't show up this morning. So everybody had a very long day yesterday. So all of a sudden I was driving in here as soon as I could this morning to fill the void. So I'm really hoping that this is a quiet interview.
Staff. Hey, the good old issues that staff create for you.
I'm not even upset with her. It was a long day for everybody.
Yeah, I get it.
13-hour shift.
So, Meg, you've had a very unique path in the golf world, starting in media, including a longtime producer on our former station, TSN 1260. There was a reality TV show in there, and now you're the owner of Glacier Greens Golf Club. Talk about your journey and what first inspired your passion for golf and how it led to where you are today.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I never thought that it's funny how one thing in life will lead to another, and it's kind of that kismet sensation. But I started golfing when I was 4, and I always had a swing. I always enjoyed the game. I worked at the Stony Plain Golf Course growing up, and yeah, I always was drawn to the game. So once I got into media, into sports media especially, I just wanted to find ways to golf. So I would do it. Even I worked at CTV as a sports anchor, and I would do a segment on there where we would do tips for golfing and everything like that. And every job that I ever had, it was like, oh, Meg, you golf. Like, why don't you take these clients out? Or why don't you take these clients out? So one thing just kind of led to another. And then when it came to starting up my own golf show and hosting celebrity athletes out on the course and, getting to know more about them, it was really a blend of making it so that we could get to know these athletes in more of a relaxed setting. And really, like, if I could find a way to get paid to golf for a living, that sounded great. Why not? Never thought I would own a golf course. That was my post-COVID impulse buy. It was a good deal, and I thought it would be a really interesting venture. And here we are 3 years into owning Glacier Greens. It was called Duffy's Challenge before, switched the name. And
good choice.
Yeah, that was not my favorite name. Apparently Duffy was a dog, I learned. Yeah. But it wasn't my dog. So now it's Glacier Greens because there used to be a glacier here. And when it receded, it made all the hills and valleys. So it's a beautiful piece of land, and it's really fun to play with it and tweak it and do our renos and really make it a fun track to play.
Tell me a bit about Glacier Greens, which is located just outside of Stony Plain. What does specifically make it different and enjoyable?
Well, it's not your typical farmer's field that a golf course was built on. There's a lot of rolling hills out here. Our greens are small. There's a lot of trees. So our focus, especially with the par 3 golf course, is greens and tee boxes. Since we bought the course, that's all that we've been doing, is just making the greens great, which they now are. Making the tee boxes great, which when we took it over, you needed a hammer to get the tee in the ground. No amount of air rating would fix that. So we actually rototilled the greens,
really?
The tee boxes rather, and then resodded every single one. A lot of trees out here, but it's a beautiful piece of land, and there's so much potential with it. So, we're playing around with making some of the greens bigger, adding some more undulations, and just really getting those tee boxes. It's tough with a par 3 golf course to not have divots on your tee box.
Right.
So our goal is just that every time that you swing, you have a nice piece of grass underneath.
What attracted you to Glacier Greens Golf Club and made you decide it was the right place for your next chapter in golf?
It was honestly this wedding venue that I was talking about previously. My husband and I had kind of got it in our head during COVID that it would be fun to build a barn-themed wedding venue. To do that in the country is very difficult to do because of zoning. And we were looking for a piece of land that we could potentially do this at. And then we realized that Duffy's Challenge was for sale and that a golf course is grandfathered in for being able to host events. So you don't need any specific zoning to be able to do this because we're already a golf course. We're already approved as a golf course. So there was already a tournament building here that we could work with. And we spent the last 2 winters just throwing barnwood up on the walls, and it has a totally different look now. And it was really fun last night to have our first real event in there, and to see it all go down. And I can't wait to post all the pictures from it too, because it's a gorgeous place. My husband and I have torn down 11 barns to reclaim the barnwood. So every piece in there is completely recycled.
It's a par 3 course, but is there a variety in the holes?
Absolutely, yeah. There's 18 holes here too. A lot of people will call us and assume that they have to play 9 twice, but that's not the case. There's a full 18 here. And yeah, they go as short as, one's 80 yards and there's another one that's 180 yards. So there is a lot of variety in there. There's some water hazards, no bunkers, which is nice, especially for the beginner golfers. But yeah, like I say, a green and reg feels really good out here because those greens are small and you've got to be dialed in. So a lot of guys have really started to realize that as well and started to come out here to work on their short game in between playing the championship courses.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Meg Polson, owner of the Glacier Greens Golf Club. You mentioned earlier about your own golf TV show that you had. What were some of the highlights and challenges in creating that show, and how did that experience of doing it shape your perspective on the game?
So it was interesting because for me, I started it as a female in sports media. It's tough to build a relationship with these guys in the dressing room. But if you're on a golf course, now you're buddies. So it helped me in my sports media career, but it it brought a different dimension to my golf game as well, because now we're golfing on TV. Now you really have to focus on every single shot that you're taking. But it was just a way that I think I've always been an entrepreneur. I started my first business when I was 18 years old. And even when I went into media, I didn't think that would be my path necessarily, but I knew I wasn't going to get to host a TV show about golf living in Edmonton, that I would have to move to Toronto or to Florida to do so. So I thought, I'm just going to make my own. So I would buy the airtime on the TV stations. We started off on CTV and then we moved to Global. And then I sold all the advertising myself. So every part of that show had my hands in it. And, as far as lining up the guests and hosting it and everything like that. So we had a really good run with it. We did 9 seasons, which was over 85 episodes, I believe it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of different perspectives, and every athlete you could imagine from, Murray, I remember having Jelena Marjanovic out at the ranch before too. So we've had boxers, we've had UFC fighters, we've had, NHLers, CFLers, you name it, race car drivers. There's just been such a wide variety of guests that we've had on the show, and it was so interesting to just tap into their mind, because a professional athlete thinks a lot differently than the regular amateur, and just to really dive into what makes them great.
Was there a eureka moment when you realized you wanted to take on the challenge of golf course ownership? Say, I just got to do this?
Oh, yeah. No, it was because we were looking for the place to build the wedding venue.
Yeah.
It wasn't a stretch, I guess. Like if I was a non-golfer and I was looking to build a wedding venue and I saw a golf course, I would probably run away from it. But I grew up in this game. I know this game. I've worked at courses. I've kind of done it all. So it wasn't overwhelming in that respect. And I saw it as more of a fun challenge to just see, like, what can I put my fingerprints on here, and how can we make this better? And that's all we're doing. It's just, there's plan A, there's plan B, and then the plans go all the way to Z and then some, because there's just endless things that we want to do with this. And it's kind of nice having a blank canvas to do that.
As a woman in the golf industry, what unique challenges or opportunities have you faced, and what advice would you offer to others looking to follow a similar path?
I'm a big supporter of women playing the game of golf.
Yeah.
I still do a lot of charity golf tournaments, and people will have me come out and do a par 3 challenge against people. And I see so many women come up on the tee box, and, they're just there because their company made them be there, and they're uncomfortable. They're asking us to turn around because they don't want us to see their shot. So I really am enjoying trying to beat that with these ladies. So I teach a lot of lessons out here. A lot of beginner ladies will come out here, and I do a ladies league out here that's super popular, that I do a group lesson with all of them the moment that they come out to the course. So with that, it just gives them an opportunity to feel more comfortable in their skin. And I always tell them that my goal is for you to graduate to a championship course. I want you to feel comfortable at every course that you play. And that's some of my best memories, is going around to different golf courses. But they need to get comfortable, and this is a great place to learn.
Changing directions a little bit, I love hot dogs. Your white website said you serve gourmet hot dogs. What makes them special?
I will declare this right now. We have the best hot dogs in this city,
in
Alberta, for golf courses. So my idea with it, we've got a very small kitchen here, and we're working with what we inherited, right? So I thought let's get good at one thing and one thing only, and we're going to make these hot dogs fantastic. So we sat down with an executive chef, and we came up with a bunch of different recipes. So I think one of my favorites is the 9-iron. It's our German dog. Clever name too, right?
Yeah.
We've got a Francesco Molinari Italian dog.
Yeah.
Oh my. It's still a hot dog, though.
It's still a hot dog. We've got a Club Up. It's a Chicago dog. We've got a BLT, which I never thought in a million years to put that on a hot dog. It's fantastic. It's probably the number one. We've got a Nashville dog. We've got every kind of dog that you can imagine, or if you just want to go with a straight up mustard and ketchup, you could do that too. But a lot of people go for our gourmet hot dogs. We go, I can't even keep up with purchasing fresh buns in a week. It's insane how many we go through.
That's great.
Looking ahead, Meg, what are your goals or dreams for Glacier Greens, and how do you hope to make a lasting impact on the course and the community that you're building out there?
My focus is, like I say, the women golfers and beginner golfers and junior golfers. We do a big junior league out here. So my goal is to grow the game. And this is the place that you come and learn to golf. So that's one goal one, we'll say. Goal two, but there's too many to even list, is just to keep playing around with the course and improving it. And there's still tee boxes that we want to add, and we want to lengthen some holes, and we want to make some greens bigger. And then especially with this wedding venue, with having the first one last night and it being such a hit, now I've got all the pictures from it. Now I'm just going to promote it like crazy. And I think we can have a lot of fun with that. And the nice thing too is that when you book a wedding with us, we're actually giving you 9 of the holes to go and play for your wedding guests and everything like that. So you have the opportunity to go and take pictures wherever you like. And then you also can just have your, like last night, we had guests just coming up to the clubhouse. Okay, we're going to go play. You go for it. Like, have at her. It was just kind of a free for all out there, and trying to track down carts at 1 a.m. to make sure that we had them all. They were all accounted for, but it just adds a different element to it. And it's such a beautiful piece of land that really the possibilities are endless.
One last one for you, Meg. Our question of the week on the show is, who is your dream foursome, you and 3 other people? They can be alive or dead.
I'm going to pick Rory McIlroy. I think I'd go Jack Nicklaus as well. You know what? I'm going to throw Tiger in there. I'm not even a big fan of Tiger.
Shame on you.
Not everybody's a Tiger fan.
I was more of a Phil fan. Phil Flop, come on.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm surprised that I'm not picking him, but I just kind of want to dive into the head of Tiger Woods.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on getting that wedding under your belt, and best of luck with it all moving forward for you, Meg.
Thank you, and thanks for having me on.
Thanks.
Awesome. That was Meg Storms, owner of the Glacier Greens Golf Course. On the other side of the break, Stalker and I are going to
go there and get some hot dogs.
Well, it's still a hot dog, though, Stalker.
They sound like special hot dogs.
They do. On the other side of the break, Stalker and I will talk all things local golf. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province for players learning to compete. The Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Get all the latest news and takes on everything Oilers with Dustin Nielsen and Tom Gazzola on the Oil Stream. Live at noon, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Only on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcottes, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views over the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the RM Road exit off the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass-driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full-facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again. Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Addy Zero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More Sunset 9s, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Addy Zero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Addy Zero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
There's still time to book your tournament at the Ranch Golf and Country Club.
As one of Alberta's top tourney courses, the Ranch makes hosting fun and easy for any group or business. No matter how unique or unusual, they'll accommodate your vision for an event no one will soon forget.
Start planning your tournament today at their beautifully landscaped course on the outskirts of West Edmonton. On-site event coordinators are here to help, but hurry, availability is limited and booking fast.
Visit theranchgolf.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt here, along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by Corporate Connections. Are you a business leader looking to connect with other business leaders to create and accelerate business opportunities, experience the extraordinary, make smarter decisions faster, and ultimately grow your business? If so, Corporate Connections is where you want to be. Email Executive Director Pat Stride at pstride@corporateconnections.com. And Soccer, let's get into the question of the day.
Yeah,
your dream foursome, you and 3 others, alive or dead. Who you got?
Well, it's funny, though, that the other guy who texted in, I said if there was gambling going on, I'd want Phil, Michael Jordan, and Charles Barkley, and he came up with the same 3. If there's not, it would have to include my dad, who didn't play a lot of golf, but he was quite athletic, and he set up a driving net at the Trenton Air Force Base in Ontario, and I used to hit it into that. So my dad, then Tiger Woods, no-brainer, Jack Nicklaus, no-brainer. And Ben Hogan.
Oh, you adding a 5th?
Adding a 5th.
All those old school guys, except for I'm surprised you put Tiger because you're anti-Tiger guy.
No, I'm not an anti-Tiger at all. He's had the most talent of any golfer who's ever played this game. I firmly believe that.
Not even close, probably, yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you picked him, my boy.
Yeah.
All right.
So who's yours?
Well, for me, I got him Tiger. If I could pick Tiger, and just play 3 different rounds with Tiger, I'd probably do that. But
yeah.
So as big as Tiger guy I am, I have to have Tiger. But my biggest passion in sporting world in my life is the Blackhawks. So
for some reason.
I'm playing with Jonathan Taves and Patrick Kane and Tiger Woods.
Really?
Yeah. But I need a caddy.
So who's the caddy?
Well, my dad doesn't golf.
Yeah.
And like if we put a golf club in his hand, like he probably would miss the golf ball like 20 times before he actually hit it.
Yeah.
But on a couple of family trips in the past, 5-6 years ago in there, my dad came and walked with me around a golf course when I played. And so he wasn't really my caddy, but he was just there.
Right.
And my dad doesn't like the Blackhawks. So, he'd have to suffer through Jonathan Taves and Patrick Kane, but I'd want my dad with me in a special round like that, just walking beside me.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Local event stalker. How many events were on the docket this week? Last week, you talked for almost the entire segment with 100 different events.
Well, there was a lot of events again.
Okay.
High Rivers Highwood Golf Course, Calgary's Daniela Pacheco won the Alberta Women's Senior Championship by 5 shots over the legend Jackie Little. Giselle Willamus of Edmonton was third, and Lynn Keeney of Lacombe fourth, making up the Alberta Interprovincial team. At the Maple Leaf Junior Stop in Rocky Mountain House at the Pine Hills Golf Course, in the rain, Edmonton's Harrison Wells, 13-shot rounds of 78-83 to win the Pee Wee division by 2 shots. Edmonton's Belena Bandola, 13-shot 87-87 to win the junior girls. And Edmonton's Kendrick Lee and Gavin Braithwaite tied for third in the junior boys division, each at 153 for 2 days. And in the junior boys, Kate Trafanenko was third, shooting 74-82. In the Maple Leaf Junior event at Calgary's Mackenzie Meadows, Kalia Curleo of Edmonton easily won the U15 girls. 13 years old, she shot 75, 76, 75. And Trefanenko, he also participated in that one and finished tied for 7th. In the McClellan Ross Jr. at Goose Hummock, in the U15 girls, Rachel Adams of the Derrick shot a tidy 81. Ariana He posted a 79 to win the girls U17. Chase Yates from Lewis Estates took the boys U13 by 1, and Robert Kowchuk of the Derrick shot a 72 to win by 1 over Connor Elliott of the Belvedere, and Emerson Bauer took the U19 boys with a 74. It was also the Edmonton Golf Association's Edmonton Junior at Stony Plain. Liam Salaki shot 75-74 to win by 2 over Remy Lepon and Warren Sapaskowski. Now, she's not from Edmonton, and we tend to focus on Edmonton golfers, but Calgary's Aphrodite Deng won the 76 U.S. Girls Junior Championship at the Atlantic Athletic Club in Johns Creek, Georgia. Deng, 15, becomes the first Canadian to win the title in tournament history.
Yeah, I'd heard about that, and that comes with some pretty good perks. Doesn't she get to play in the Ladies U.S. Open?
I believe
next
so,
year?
yeah.
And maybe a couple other big events. So that
she's the real deal, I guess.
That's huge news. You know who we haven't heard about a lot is that junior from Red Deer.
Park?
Yeah.
She's played in a couple events, but I haven't seen her name in the winner's circle.
Yeah, which is bizarre because she
was dominating for a long time.
And she doesn't play in a lot of events because they're actually too little for her now, as crazy as that sounds. But yeah, we'll have to ask Kevin Smith what she's up to when he's on upcoming. I just want to touch base on Daniela Pacheco winning the Alberta Ladies Amateur. She was a former golf pro.
Oh, is that right?
She's now the Levelware sales rep, and so I know her very well from her golf pro days, and now we're a big customer of Levelware, and she's just a great person, and you'll know who her partner is Kevin Black, the head pro.
Oh, is that right?
So Kevin Black,
Calgary,
as good as he is at the head pro at Redwood Meadows, and Daniela, can you imagine some of their husband-wife golfing
it must
matches?
be pretty good.
Yeah, I bet that would be pretty good.
Yeah, let's go for a round today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, hole-in-one stalker. There was a big one at my place. I'm sure that's going to be on your list.
Yeah, there was actually 2 of them. The first game at Your Corsa Ranch at number 8, when Dustin Ring dropped his 8-iron from 162 yards to win the Jordan Jeski's Sip and Rip tournament, and he got $10,000 for that one.
$10,000.
Somebody else won $10,000 too. There were 2 at the links in Spruce Grove. The first Hole-in-one was in the Mothers Against Drunk Drivers in Canada tournament. Eddie Chan made a hole-in-one on number 14 from 160 yards. You also win $10,000.
Wow, two big winners.
Two big winners. The other ace at the links came in men's league. Ray Langstaff hit a perfect 7-iron, 150 yards on number 11 at the Derrick. Bob Adams, number 14, 146 yards. He used a big pitching wedge.
Oh, that's a big pitching wedge, yeah.
That's a big pitching wedge, and that's what I have for the holes-in-ones.
All righty. Well, what about your golf this week, Stalker? What did you get up to?
Well, I played Victoria as usual, and I went to Whitetail Crossing. Whitetail flies under the radar. Have you played Whitetail yet?
Never been there.
You've got to go there because it's a really good track, a links course, and very affordable. A lot of variety with the holes, so I do like Whitetail. And then I played Sandpiper. It's a big variety of tee boxes, so it's perfect for beginning golfers or women. I think there's about 5 different sets of tee boxes. Some of them are way up ahead. But there's so many dog legs at Sandpiper that I always say that it should be sponsored by the Alberta Veterinary Association. But none of the dog legs are ridiculous or unfair. They just put a little more onus on your drives. It makes you think, which was what a good course should do.
Yeah.
Instead of getting up and wailing away. So those are the 3 that I played this week, Murray.
Awesome. So I was out, as you know, in Vermeer, played in the Challenge Cup tournament at Copper Point. It was, we had such a great trip. We all brought our families out with us, and Jess and Luke and I stayed one extra day. But the weather sucked.
Yeah, I hear there too.
Rain jacket on, rain jacket off, sweater on. Like normally that tournament is 32, 33 degrees and you're cooking. But we played the short course there day one, and it was decent. I was 3 over after 3 and ended up 2 over, so I battled back after that. Then day 2 I was 1 over, but I was 3 over after 2.
Oh.
And battled back a little bit. So I was 3 over the 2 days, but it's a tournament that our team will never win. We have 3 golf pros that play in it, playing against presidents and managers of clubs that are shooting net 61. So I don't think Piercy, Whizzer, and I are all going to go 8-10 under 2 rounds in a row. If we played our very, very, very best, all 3 at the same time for 2 days, that's probably not going to happen, hey?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially all the booze those guys drink on the golf course, though, too, because it is a fun trip. And then we did stay one extra day. My wife and Jessica and Luke and I played the short course at Copper Point.
That's supposed to be nice.
It is nice. And Luke only lasted 12 holes, but on the drive home, I said to him, "What was your favorite part of the trip?" And he said, "Golfing with you and Mummy at Copper Point."
Isn't that nice, eh?
Yeah, and then he threw out, playing all the football in the pool we did with everybody. So he liked that. And then the other thing with our golf, I caddied again for Luke yesterday at Millwoods in the Operation 36 program that he's in there, and I'm caddying for Luke again tonight at the ranch that FX Academy has a tournament at the ranch today. So I'm playing my golf today at 11, and then caddying for Luke at 4 o'clock.
And how old's Luke now?
7.
7, eh?
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll bet.
What do you got lined up for the week?
I have no plans yet.
Well, you will golf, though.
I will golf somewhere, yeah, besides Victoria. But and it's supposed to be nice. The weather's supposed to be great. Might be a road trip. We'll have to see.
Well,
I haven't got any tee times.
All right. Well, I do.
Yeah, where?
Yeah, I am playing in the member guest at the Royal Mayfair.
Ooh.
Wednesday and Thursday this week. The temperature is sunny and 31 degrees. I am pumped about playing 36 holes at the Royal Mayfair in that tournament.
Yeah.
My partner, Wes Patterson, one of my partners in the ranch, is a member there, and he's invited me to play for the 2nd year in a row. So I am excited for that.
I forgot that I am playing somewhere this week. Friday, August 1st, I'm playing at the Edmonton Country Club.
Oh, first time?
First time, yeah. It's opened up, and supposed to be spectacular. They've removed a lot of trees, so you get a better view of the river valley, and the bunkering's been changed. And
I have heard that people are saying it's really tough for the average golfer, that it's way
tougher now
than it was before.
Oh.
So be interested to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah. Friday.
Who are you playing there with?
Playing with member Cam McGinnis.
Okay.
Dr. Voodoo.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You've talked about him before.
The chiropractor, yeah. He can fix anything.
Now, for all listeners, this is actually our final show in this studio. Edmonton Sports Talk has grown so much. The movers are coming into this office building tomorrow and moving to a new location about 3 weeks away. So it might look a little different next week. But Edmonton Sports Talk is growing. It's guaranteed that Edmonton Sports Talk is not going anywhere. Our show is not going anywhere for a long, long, long time. But the new space is double the size of this. There's offices. There's everything. This studio that we're in, you can't see how big it is, but it's going to be like double the size. I've had a tour of it. So looking forward to getting in the big new studio next week where we'll be in for many, many years.
Yes.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And one last thing I wanted to talk about, we kind of touched on it earlier. Summer? What summer?
What summer? We'd had it. It was Tuesday.
Tuesday. It was pouring rain where I was on Tuesday, and I had a sweater
I'm sure
and
it
rain
probably
suit
was.
on
Yeah,
and whatnot,
right.
But less than you can count the good days on less than one hand so far this year. Can't you?
Not been pretty. No.
And you hear about the golf course in Calgary getting all flooded out. I mean, we haven't had that much, but rain and rain and rain and rain and no crazy good temperature. May was probably the best month.
Oh, yeah, by far. Because June and July were nothing to write home about. We haven't missed a round at Victoria in the men's club, so we've been playing every Wednesday. So
yeah, I've been able to battle through it a little bit around here. But the other day we had Luke's golf lesson at Millwoods. They canceled it because a storm was blowing in on Thursday.
Yeah.
When we were driving home on the hen day, we had to pull over on the side of the road. It was raining so hard you couldn't even see.
Oh, really?
Like it was a disaster on hen day. No one was moving. But
that must have been fun.
The summer of 2025.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Well, on the other side of the break, we are going to chat with long time sales rep in Alberta, Kim Carrington from G&G Brands. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province for players learning to compete. The Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service. From tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club. A laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
It's back. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for 2 to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. Some of the brightest minds in Edmonton come together to discuss and brainstorm big thoughts. Corporate Connections Think Tank brings our members and selected guests together to share experiences and ideas around some of the most relevant topics in business today. Topics that impact each of us, every business, most decisions, all initiatives. Will you come and join the conversation? Get questions answered, learn a few new perspectives, and be part of this energetic and inspiring event on May 28th. Corporate Connections Think Tank. Visit us at corporateconnections.com, where leaders connect.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, August 28th at Leduc Golf and Country Club. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Leduc Golf and Country Club. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament promises unforgettable experiences. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
I could have taken some photos for OnlyFans. Reed Wilkins up-gown shots. What's Reed wearing for the eye surgery? What's going to pop out next? I think I was totally covered, except my eyeball peeking out, and maybe other parts of me. I don't know if they uncovered anything else. Cover up his face, but lift up that gown. Oh, you know what? Put it back.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the Stony Plain Golf Club. Whether you're looking to get custom fit clubs or lessons to improve your swing, check out the Stony Plain Golf Course at golfstonyplain.com. Quick text to get to. T-Hup has chimed in. Dream Foursome, John Daly, Greg Norman, and Fred Couples. 3 good choices there, no doubt about that. And
with John Daly, eh?
Well, he'd be a interesting one to play golf with. I think he'd be fun, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And when he was at the Masters, he parked right next door to the golf course, just about in his trailer, and he was selling CDs that he had made. One of them was All of My Exes Are From Texas.
Oh, brother. It is now trivia time. Our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com for all your logo merchandise needs. The winner of the contest will get a custom fitting from the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar with 5 locations around Edmonton. Why not tonight? And what do you got this week, Stalker?
We got a tough one, but the Open Championship was just played, so here's a leftover trivia question about the Open. Who was the first player to win the Claret Jug in his Open Championship debut in post-war times? Who's the first player to win the Claret Jug in his Open Championship debut in post-war times?
That's a tough one. People might need a little AI for that one to help them out. But if you want to get in on that, text 780-218-9999. We'd love you to get in on that and win yourself a prize. And we are now joined by longtime pal, industry legend, Kim Carrington. She's been a sales rep now with G&G Brands, but been with a long time with Cobra. Good morning, Kim. How are you doing today? Kim just disappeared on us. Kim's going to get back here with us really good. Oh, there she is. You're back, Kim. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Kim. Golf has been a big part of your family story in Alberta. Can you share your family history in the golf business in Alberta? Because it's deep.
It's deep.
It is deep. I think, I know Murray, you and I have gone back a long ways for sure. And we're still, I think, in our late 20s. But the family history is deep. It's two legendary fathers that are golf professionals and a mother as well that's been in the golf industry. My brother was a superintendent for many years up at the Grand Prairie Country Club, then left and created his own business over the last 20 years and special projects for golf courses and stump grinding. And then Sister Tanya, the younger one, she worked a lot of years with my mom and Jim when they owned the pro shop at Willow Park Golf and Country Club. So Tanya was a strong merchandiser and in sales and a buyer for a lot of years. And then when Mom and Jim retired from the pro shop at Willow, she seemed to think she should be retiring, and that clearly wasn't the case. So I brought her on board and said, you need to work a little bit with me. And after she created her family with two young boys, they're now 21 and 20, soon to be. They're grown up, and one's in a business with Beaumark with his father, and then young Kale works at Carmody, actually, with part of Tiff's team at Carmody Golf Club, kind of following some footsteps and some aspirations of being in the golf business. So our whole family is golf. We don't know anything else other than golf. Obviously, Jim was Royal Mayfair and then at Sturgeon for many years, and then Willow Park, and then Dad, 20 or 25 plus years at the Windermere Golf and Country Club, retired, left, went and helped out a few other notable golf courses like the Wolf Creeks and the Rocky Mountain House, Pine Hill, and then finished his career at Blackhawk.
How's Dad doing?
Dad's doing great.
Good.
After his back surgery, he's out a little bit more mobile and out walking, trying to hit some chips and putts down at Windy to get some more stronger, better balance. But no, doing good.
How did having all these legends in the business as mentors help shape your passion for the game and the industry?
Yeah, I think the key word you just said was passion. I think in anything we do, whether it be life, careers, sport, whatever, you definitely have to have a passion. You think of so many people you meet and along the way, and you think, well, a lot of people, they don't like their jobs, they don't like what they do, it's a tough family life or whatever the case may be. And I think how fortunate we are that, we are in the golf business. It's a phenomenal community. The PGA members themselves, following up with us as sales reps in a different type of part of the business. We are one big family. We follow each other in so many different directions. And I think the word passion is that. I'm fortunate that I grew up in the game of golf. I'm fortunate that I get to play the game. I'm fortunate that I get to promote the game. I sit on the board with Alberta Golf, and prior with the CLGA, the Calgary Ladies Golf Association, and now on the board for Alberta Golf. So I get to help promote the game, grow the game, and with my business, how lucky am I that I get to sell the game and be fortunate enough to be successful playing the game.
Yeah, you've played the game exceptionally well for a long time. You had an incredible amateur career, really, including multiple Alberta senior ladies titles, and even success on the national stage. What moments stand out most to you from your time competing at the highest levels?
There's lots. I think it's funny. Years ago, when I first started playing as a junior, I played junior golf, but I wasn't really in the junior, segment of golf. I really started playing a lot more when I was in my kind of 20s when I moved to Calgary. But I remember one year, my mom and I played in a mother-daughter event, which was really cool. But we played at the Edmonton Country Club with Betty Stanhope Cole. Oh. And she back then, it was so funny because she, Kim, I like your golf swing. You hit the ball far, but man, you can't putt. And I thought, is that going to scar me for life? I hope not. And it didn't. But, I look back and playing, with the Betty Stanhope Coles of the Edmonton area. Yeah. And, in Calgary, Marilyn O'Connor and Diane Williams, as I know Judy mentioned prior in the show. But, there's lots of amateurs that you kind of want to be able to follow their footsteps, and you want to lead in a way that you can be a great mentor, because they were great mentors to me. So it's playing and being part of the golf community. I think I've been very, very fortunate to have those as leaders in the golf industry. The Jackie Littles in the earlier days, definitely now kind of going into the Alberta Golf Hall of Fame and following their footsteps and seeing what they have been able to do as players, but also really being able to give back to the game. And that's really where I want to thrive too, is moving forward, is be able to share some of my experiences and giving back to the game.
And Jackie Little just finished second, so her game is still good.
Her game is still good. She's got a phenomenal short game. She's got a fantastic attitude. She's got good mental strength. She doesn't have the height. Probably right. The one part of her stature is her height that suits her last name as in Little, but
yeah.
Phenomenal player for sure.
How did your game evolve over the years, and what did it mean to you to represent Alberta and Canada in major amateur events, including your top 20 finish at the British Senior Ladies Open Amateur?
Yeah, I've been fortunate to have some really great titles, whether it be amateur golf, whether it be the senior category, qualified to play in the U.S. Mid-Am down in Texas. I was one of the few amateurs back in the Jocelyn Brassa days to qualify for the Du Maurier LPGA event. So I got to play inside the ropes at the Edmonton Country Club as on the LPGA. So I really got to experience amateur golf, a little bit of junior, but amateur golf, senior golf, and U.S. Mid-Am, which is probably the closest type of golf you're ever going to get to if you were on the tour, treat you. And then, of course, experiencing an LPGA event as an amateur was pretty amazing. So yeah, it's given me lots for sure to be a part of, and it's given me stepping stones to be a player, to be accepted into our business of a really male-dominated game, male-dominated sport in the earlier days. And when I first got into this business, as Murray knows, when I first met Murray down at Natten, early days, you feel like you've got 3 strikes against you at that time. I was young, I was blonde, now I'm platinum, and female, and young blonde female, and all of a sudden now I'm getting into the business. And I was really fortunate that the golf community gave me the ability to be accepted as a female in this sport and sell product to these golf courses. My territory is all of Alberta and these Kootenays. And I was able to, tag on the footsteps of Jimmy Jemson and Bill Carrington and my family in golf, and make a name for myself.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is longtime sales rep in the industry, Kim Carrington. Now, I got to correct you on something here, Kim. You said we met maybe in our late 20s. You might have been late 20s, but I was early 20s, just so you know. Yeah.
And then I keep forgetting that you still are younger than I.
And then I got up, when you were a sales rep, I'll never forget this moment ever in my life. It was probably 30 years ago. You were a sales rep for Cobra, and Cobra came out with the hump shafts.
Yes.
Hump shafts.
And hump shafts. You probably don't even remember it, Stalker, because your clubs were even older than that before you got them stolen. But Kim, in her sales pitch, everyone knows this popular little tagline from a commercial, but Kim, we sit down and she holds up the club and says, "Have you had your hump today?" And I'm like, that was the funniest. That was 30 years ago, and I still remember that, Kimmy.
Just for you, Murray.
So you've spent decades as a sales rep for leading brands like G&G in Alberta. What first drew you to the business side of golf, and how has your role evolved over the years?
I think being in the golf industry, I started actually kind of funny working in the golf industry. I worked with Don Price actually at the Glencoe, and kind of had our dream team there for a year, and then worked. There was a facility in Calgary that a bunch of golf pros started called Dynamic Golf Center, and it was made up of the Andy Blacks of the world and Jim Jemson and Rick Martison and Don Brayton and a bunch of golf pros that created, probably before its time, an off-course facility with 10,000 square feet of hitting cages, hitting nets, and 3,000 square foot of indoor product to sell clubs, etc. So I worked in that for quite a few years, and that was for sure retail. Your Monday to Sunday, your holidays, or that side of it. And then another sales rep's mentor as well, Bob Suter, came up and asked if I would like to get into the rep side of the business. I'm like, thanks for the opportunity, but no. He asked me a second time, and I'm like, I really like what I'm doing. I'm in golf. I love what I'm doing. Thank you. No. He finally went over to my mom and Jim's place and said, Kim has no idea what she has given up, and she has this awesome opportunity. I'm going to ask her a third time, but there won't be a fourth. You need to figure out a way to convince her that she needs to try it. So he came back and asked me again, talk about someone who was not very grateful. I said, okay, fine. Like you're doing me a favor kind of thing. And he was in the golf and the ski industry back then, sold FootJoy and McGregor, and was also in ski and sold Descent ski wear and skis and worked for a couple companies. So that's where I actually got my start, was to work under him and kind of mentor under him as to being a sales rep. All the good things of the do's and the don'ts. And I started in the ski, and as much as I loved ski, I looked fantastic on the chair, and I looked amazing in the lounge and in the LAs, because I was never a skier, but I had all the best gear, best equipment, and I loved to ski, but I was still blue runs. I didn't want to do moguls. I didn't want to hurt myself for the golf season. So eventually, after a year of time in learning sales and ski, he allowed me to come into the golf side of it and got to sell a lot of brands in the golf division under doing all of Alberta and East Kootenays as territory. And then after that, I was asked to come on board in a challenge to sell Cobra golf equipment. And back then, Cobra was nothing. It was maybe $100,000 territory. It was nothing. And a gentleman came in to meet us, and basically his name was Tom Crow, and basically said that Cobra was going to be a top brand in the next number of 5 years. And Greg Norman at the time was part of it, Hale Irwin and Beth Daniel, and they were promising us the world, that Cobra was going to be all that. And it did turn out to be a pretty lucrative position. That's really where I started my own agency and became a rep in the golf business with Cobra Golf on my own agency. And then after Cobra got bought out from Titleist, they tried to kind of kill the brand, but it was too strong of a brand to die off. And they got the Ricky Fowlers of the world that brought Cobra Puma to where the level that it is today. And then after that, I continued on with a bunch of other brands. Yes, G&G Brands is one with multiple, our catalog, 180 pages, multiple brands underneath that level. And then I've been fortunate enough to add to my agency, not only bringing on my sister on board to help, but bringing on brands like Callaway Apparel, Penguin Apparel. I do a lot of stuff with Sundog, Black Clover, Blue Tees. Of course, the G&G Brands is a big part of it. So I've got a great agency, but even better, do I have a phenomenal territory, and the people that I get to work with and sell to are basically my friends. And I'm very, very fortunate to have that ability in our industry for sure.
What are some of the biggest changes you've seen in the Alberta golf industry during your time as a sales rep, and how have you adapted to keep building strong relationships with courses and pros?
Yeah, I think some of the biggest changes is the fact that, there's a lot more women in the industry now.
Yeah.
When I started with Cobra, I was the first only female ever to sell hard goods.
Oh, yeah.
You had to know your stuff 110%, because you couldn't baffle you trying to sell products to, some golf gurus in hard goods industry like the Paul Lowe's back in the day. You better know your stuff. And so the industry definitely, I've seen a lot. One fun fact is Alberta actually is the strongest province across the country that has the most females in our golf industry, whether it be superintendents, general managers, associate professionals, golf professionals, sales reps. The women's part of our industry in Alberta has very much flourished. I see that has been a big change. The other big change is when I got in the industry, 88 Olympics kind of thing. Then we hit the 90s. Golf, as we know, just was phenomenal in the 90s. And it took off to be such amazing. And then we kind of leveled off for quite a bit. And the crazy thing to think is that when we had COVID in November of 2019, so 2020 and 2021, the biggest change was COVID allowed us to make golf super fun and super cool again. It was obviously the sport we knew that was single, it was safe, it was outdoors. We could continue on with our families and our friends and kids. And I really see that golf has taken off again. It certainly imploded to make women's golf and junior golf to be at the top in the category of those that have continued to grow the game, if you will. But, it certainly made golf super fun and cool again to be able to be a part of. And so I think right now we're in that peak again where golf is climbing and everyone wants to be a part of the industry and part of the game.
Well, we've gone far over time here with you, Kim, but I want a very Coles Nose version on one last one for you. You've been recognized as one of the best reps anywhere, including with the sales rep of the year in the PGA of Alberta. What has that meant to you?
Yeah, I mean, pretty amazing. I've won it 3 times. I'm looking for a 4th. So Murray, if you can throw another vote in for me, that'd be great. It's fantastic because it's your peers voting for you. And it just gives us another little boost to say, hey, you're doing the right things. And you want to be a part of that excitement. And it's definitely an honor to be involved in that and to be a part of that. And I think that, looking to help promote and grow the game continually and in our industry, it's just an honor to be part of that category as sales rep of the year for sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time and being part of this all-female lineup we had today, Kim.
Yeah, what a rock star group. That was awesome to listen to all of the girls this morning, and congratulations to you both on a successful show. Look forward to seeing you in your new studio, and thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you.
It was Kim Carrington. Now, Stalker, trivia question. What was the answer? Because I'm going to tell you there was a bazillion answers that answered a different answer than what yours was. So okay. I hope you were right.
I hope so. Who's the first player to win the Claret Jug in his Open Championship debut in post-war times? The answer, Ben Hogan.
All right. Tyler Hopka was the one and only that said Ben Hogan, but there was a lot of people who said Dick Burton. Who's Dick Burton?
I have no idea.
Well, that's your challenge for next week, Stalker. Find out who Dick Burton is, and hopefully you got that one right. All right, that wraps up this week's show. It was a great show. So proud to be able to feature all these powerful women in golf. Next week on the show, we will chat with a local golf course superintendent. We'll chat with Rundle Park Golf Club, talk about a par 3 niche in Alberta or in Edmonton. We'll catch up with producer Zach's progress with teaching pro Cam Martins, and we'll go around YAG and check in with both the Legends Golf Club and the Coal Creek Golf Resort. Have yourself a great week and tune in right here next week in the new studio here on Edmonton Sports
Dick Burton played before the war.
Before the war. Okay, that was the answer. All right, have a good week, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Do not miss the Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Tournament presented by Pioneer Golf Company, Canadian-made golf accessories. Friday, July 5th, the Ranch Golf and Country Club, one of Alberta's premier championship golf courses. For sponsorship info or to register, go to ardentroofsystems.com. Your round includes breakfast, the famous ranch steak dinner, a massive silent auction, and a chance to give back to an unbelievable cause. The Stollery Child Life Program. The Ardent Roof Systems Annual Charity Golf Tournament, one of the best tournaments of the summer.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again. Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.